Even Gen G during that prime lost some of the hot drops on global championships. And even for teams of that caliber, to lose a hot drop can be very impactful, especially in a best-of-6 qualification method. So we'll see how they adapt.
Yeah, decent playing path to kick things off. A few shots being fired with the UMP, but not really a whole lot connecting. Spiro, though, I like the effort. Yeah, it's a readjustment situation, but the issue is now they're going back down the hillside, but here comes Pod up the hill themselves.
Oh, no.
So from one fight straight into another, as Hal try to readjust, they're instantly met by Hagatori.
What a shot! What a drive by onto Schofield. He was inside the car and still hits that shot. Schofield is going to be able to trade one, but he takes himself down with it. And that means it's all down to Lazar now. The shots to the left, shots to the right. He's got that AUG, but it's not going to be enough. Pod with that great pull-up on towards Howl. They just caught themselves in a timing-wise. They just caught Howl in a position where it could not have been worse. Just losing a player, running downhill, then getting a straight drive-by hotshot from Hagatori. Amazing stuff.
Very well executed on their side of things. Now, in the meantime, over towards the southeast side as BPL sat up against formulation here. Simsy, first one to fall, as the inevitable push up the hillside starts happening. They were set in a 2-2 split. Him and Simsy being the ones up towards the north. Nordskip now trying to help a bit, but with them two still being inside the compound on the southern side, I don't really see there being a whole lot they can do to try and kind of get any revenge on this. Unless if they fully commit to it, which I would be surprised if they do.
Ascent once again, their drive scouting. It's going to try to make something work towards the eastern side. Trades from both sides, but it doesn't seem to be working out great for Ascent, despite having that emergency pickup in the early game. Seems like it's only Kilyakai at this point. With Mika already being flashed, both his teammates laying down towards his knees, but how does he get that one frag and still survive? Doesn't matter. It's going to get taken out by Keppa. And Orcas are going to pick up all of these 4 frags, but Nelkop outside the zone is going to be taken out by the play zone eventually. And there we have it. 3 players still standing. Pretty good hold.
Exactly. BPL trying to see if they can kind of gain anything off of it, but a bit too slow to the punch. Now, in the meantime, the circle hard shifting out towards the east. It's prison galore for all these teams to try and rotate up to this one. It's going to be very difficult because, as we know, a lot of the areas in and around prison are surprisingly open hillsides. So difficult to maneuver through for all these teams, which is essentially half the teams left alive that now have to try and make their way out to the east side of the circle.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, no, I think he might have just choked it. He gets shot on the back as well. That's a headshot from Lou coming in. That might have just been the absolute worst timing he could have ever thought of. And that nade from Club doesn't do any damage whatsoever either. How is he still alive? How did he get that first aid off? That should not be possible. That nade may be doing something as well. I mean, BBL does have 3 up. They did have support. Somehow clip on that one, clip on that second one. How is that possible? Still being supported from up top. These teammates still fall.
Went down to 1 HP, able to heal up, and then gets the double on the backside of it with 4 HP left remaining as well. Clip not supposed to be alive. And finally, Quetpa has something to say about it.
He gets that 1 or 2 clip. It's a 1v1 now against Michael. Michael is going to clear it out. And there you have it. BBL somehow wins that fight despite Clip being on 1 HP for the majority of it.
Yep, very impressive performance coming through from BBL. Able to stay put. Issue is Twisted Minds has them exactly where they want them on that southeastern side. Good thing for BBL, I guess, in this is that Twisted Minds is split 2-2, so they can't fully commit to it. And up on this side of the circle, now we were saying it just before, teams have to commit to the prison. That's exactly where they are. But Southwest as well, with all these teams maneuvering through, Na'Vi now going into a minefield of face players.
Pretty good spots in towards Na'Vi, actually. But Na'Vi's still got that Richland there. More condensed, more close to each other. I don't think Na'Vi's going to have any chance of opening this up, but neither does FaZe at this point with these positions.
The thing is, I mean, if Teams is in this position, obviously the rest of the team knows, but how many of them can really assist if Teams has to take the fight here? Shots are coming through, and I think they might have heard that door being open. As I say that, no. I don't think Ellie has any clue. Now he knows that there's someone inside. Headshot connected instantly.
Pops that flash down towards that ground, but still, the support is there, and there we have it. Corexi can open it up. That's what I mean. Pushing that is going to be really hard. You can see Corexi, Gustav, and Fex. All of these have got the angles right set on towards Na'Vi, and the second knock is there as well.
It's all angles for FaZe, adjusting and helping out teams once he fed the info across that they were indeed pushing up towards his position. Fex has to get inside the circle though. FaZe 5 hits. They need to play it smart. Circle hard shifting again. This time around down towards BBL and Twisted Minds.
Still inside that fight as well, but first FaZe on that western side is going to have to clear this one out eventually. And there we go. Teams, despite being in the circle, it's not going to get that last frag. It's going to be Corexi with 3 and Fex with 1. And there we have it. Twisted Minds opening things up against BBL. Quick trades on both sides.
Yeah, huge points coming through here on Nox, I should say, for BBL. And luckily for them, not really a whole lot more is going to come off of it. As Perfectix and Lou finds the double. That is going to be BBL down. Look at the amount of space Twisted Minds has now. It sure is. How are they opting to play this? Are they aware of what happened on the southern side of the circle? Obviously they should be, but maybe they're feeling good about that western side of the circle, because the way the mountain is set up right now, they should be alright with where they are. Lyron peeks on over, finds Pot. They knew they were coming in. They've been running forward for a while, but now they gotta stand strong.
Utility coming out. They were sitting in this position for quite some time, so they didn't really have to use a lot. Rox is gonna make a stop sign right then and there, though, with Hoot being taken out, another player being taken down very low. 2 quick knocks against DA. And with Akatori being the only one down low, them losing one early, this still looks pretty good for Hook.
I was gonna say, you'd have to imagine that FaZe gets points off of this, but right now it's actually FaZe being taken out. Fade finds 1. Corexi has fallen already as well. Gustav, Fex, solo players left alive here. FaZe had to decide, do we ram in south here, do we play it north? Little did they know they had all the space in the world, and they're now running into the entire server towards the north.
And right then and there, that game just fell apart for them. Losing these 2 players was the worst thing that could have happened for them to be able to control that western side. Kind of the same story as with the first game, essentially.
Yeah.
Push and shoot on the other hand. They're going to be able to clear their side and still rotate in. And with that much space, we talked about that much space on the southern side, the opportunity to still be 4 main up for push, once again, is there. And they're one of the only qualified teams inside their top 6 right now. Still being 3 potentially now up, and 7 kills already. That's pretty good standing in game number 4 right now.
Yeah, FaZe kind of conceding this one on the north side, wrapping back down towards the south. And again, I mean, Twisted Minds, how they're spreading out now, taking full control towards the north and the east side. But in the meantime, they have to continue their way further forward, and why not do so? Tagatori landing an 8 right on top of Codemago. Really high impact player in this phase 1 stage of the tournament so far.
FMG still being down in prison. Not sure how they're going to try to get out of there, but yeah, we'll see. Twisted Minds, though. Just look at this map. They've got more than just half of it. I kind of want to say they've literally got the entire circle, yes.
Perfectix is the only player inside the circle for full team live. That is not too often you see that. Now, in the meantime, I think FaZe has realized that, wait, everyone is up towards the north. Can we just peek over with no one looking at us? To go out and make a play. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it works against you. And for FaZe right there, didn't exactly go that way. But now, with them pushing over the top, a little bit of info being fed across, with 1 going down, 2 going down now, actually. Twisted Minds finds the double. 3 now make that, as Spiro finds a double for himself. So 10 kills again. Double-digit games for Twisted Minds, 2 games in a row. Well, you're gonna push FaZe? Nah, you're not. You know, we'll see to that. See to that is not going to happen. In the meantime, from Malaysian, not a whole lot more they can do than try and wait this one out, see if they can maybe grind some placement points. But little do they know that I don't think there's any more placement points for them to grind. Intense does manage to get a mid kit off. We'll see if he can get more. Booster to Buffalo, but I don't see him getting anything here.
No, he's going to be taken out. The question is only, is he going to be in 4th or 5th place? How many more firsts does he have? Because Heaven is still on that brink as well. As we are going into that top 4 scenario now. I mean, DA now being taken out as well. He's still alive though. 6 first states on Heaven. Intense. Okay, Heaven goes down first. So they could actually make that top 3.
Wait, the top 3 might just get 2nd place as well, and he does! What? I thought they weren't even gonna get out of top 5, and there you go, dies to the blue. Twisted Minds with as free as they come in the end of it there. They did have to brawl through quite a bit of it. Again, smart decisions made on their part out in the southeast, but formulation.
respect my mind, no it died from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.